let's go over a couple of driving 101 tips that will help you and others stay safe on the road.
When you're in the fast lane and a guy's going slow and you're behind him, make sure when you get over to the middle lane, no one from the slow lane is getting over to that middle lane. Because if you do that, then you're both going to just go to the same spot at the same time, and next thing you know, you don't know whose fault it is.
If you're driving through a construction zone or you see a bunch of those road signs up where you're about to enter a construction zone, then you always want to make sure that you reduce your speed.
Always find spots while you're driving where you can advance your position into a safer position. Safer meaning, how close are you to other cars? How well do the other cars know where you are?
When you're about to do hill parking, you always want to check to the right and signal the person that is to your right.
Whenever you're driving, if you see a car in front of you braking from 3-second click away, make sure you're looking around through your mirrors to see where you could get into another lane if you were too close to the car to brake. If you're too close to a car to brake, you obviously are going to hit the back of them if you end up braking. So make sure you know what's around you so that you can get into another lane if you just need to get into the other lane and keep going. Ensure your efficiency, ensure your safety, know what's around you.
When you're driving through uncontrolled intersections, you always want to slow down and check the side to the right of you.
When you enter the fast lane, which is obviously the furthest lane to the left, your goal should be to advance your position past other cars so that you can get back over into the slower lanes, unless you plan on being one of the fastest cars on the road. If you plan on being one of the fastest cars on the road or on the faster side, then stay in the lane and make sure you're checking behind you to see if anyone's too close to you on your butt, going faster than you, so you can get over and let them get by.
Whenever the temperature falls, you always want to make sure you check the air inside your tires, because when the temperature drops, then the air pressure inside the tire drops. And when that happens, it makes your tires more susceptible to damage.
Always pay attention to what's happening in front of the car that you're behind. If you know what's going to happen in front of the car that you're behind, then you know what to expect, and then you know when the car in front of you is going to brake, and you can already expect it, so then you can make your move accordingly. Are you going to go around the car, or are you going to brake as well? But by then, you'll be able to brake before the car in front of you even brakes, so there's no chance for a wreck.
You want to use low gears if you're trying to keep traction, and especially if you're driving on a hill.
Whenever you're looking to switch lanes, always make sure that when you're checking to see what lane you're going to switch into, you're also checking the lane that's next to it, so that you know once you get into that lane, what's going to be next to you on your right.
If you are driving on an icy road, you should not be using cruise control.
This isn't as much of a driving tip as it is a driving courtesy, but when you're driving through neighborhoods, especially if they're not your own, make sure you wave at the people that are walking along the sidewalks, because you never know who's around, and you never know what's going on, and you just want to make people feel comfortable.
Remember that speeding does not get you there faster.
Whenever entering an intersection, make sure that you look both directions to make sure a car isn't entering at a time when they're not supposed to be. Thanks for watching. Stay safe on the roads.